This might be a controversial opinion, but I like 28 years later better than 28 days later. What do you think?
I love this movie, dude. Man, I'm like a little bit in the minority here. I'm going to be fighting the pitchforks down. I thought 28 years later was actually really good, but I can understand why people won't like this. The trailer markets this movie as a horror, zombie, action, survival movie, and you get that for the first half of this, and then it switches into a coming-of-age emotional story. And I love that switch because we've seen zombie apocalypse movies so much, and when you look into the deeper emotional elements of this, I feel like it elevates it past just being a normal apocalypse movie. And I think people might be going into this movie expecting that. But if you watch 28 days later, it is about the emotion, it is about the characters, it's about humanity. You can totally understand the criticism of this movie. I just personally really vibed with it.
It wasn't really that good, I don't think. It had some good, action parts. I enjoyed parts of it for sure. It kept my attention, but I feel like it was a little too just, I don't know. It wasn't one continuous flow of a movie, I feel like, in my opinion. So 28 years later, 5.5 out of 10.
I think 28 years later and 28 days, whatever you want to call this whole franchise.
It's 28, yeah.
It's like an acquired taste.
Yeah.
I think you really have to get used to the frantic pacing and editing and tone of all these movies to really enjoy it. But I think if you can see past that, it's fun. It's a fun zombie movie that has a lot of different themes. So out of 10, I said 7.3.
Okay.
So when talking about 28 years later, I actually agree with a lot of the criticisms that you guys had. I felt like for the most part, the editing, the world building and all that stuff was really, really good. Yeah. But narratively speaking, there were like some criticisms that I had. I'd still give it probably a 7.5 out of 10. But there were some things that brought it back towards the end for me.